evening and welcome as I share my feed. Welcome to this evening's program. Hello Dinesh, hello Nirmala. How are you all? Dinesh, I believe you are in Canada. Missy Goneali, welcome to the program. My name is Param. How are you? Sadhna Khan, hello and welcome. Kusmavati, welcome to the program. Welcome this evening. Please do share this feed amongst your family and friends if you would like them. Rai Chandra, if you would like them to win $50. Officially gets distributed in Fiji as my paisa. Hello Ria, how are you? Hello Priti. One o'clock in the morning in America. Yeah, I thought so. As you know, we try to cater for Fiji and New Zealand and Australia. We're in the Pacific, so we try to cater for these people here. It's kind of difficult to have a program for you guys in America. Kind of difficult, so you have to watch the feed when it's recorded. Satendra Kumar, hello. Welcome to this program. How are you? Those who are new, I'd like to tell you that this is going to be purely in English, and if you would like to join in and welcome to the program, Sumadvati. Yes, it's in English today, so I'm pretty sure most of you understand English, and myself, I speak a lot of English, so we just have to bear with it. So one jab gets you $50. I want to win, not one jab gets you $50. But those who are watching this program, hello Siddiqui Jan. You get into the draw to win $50 tonight, and look, it's an interactive program, and I thought why not Bula Angeline, why not welcome you all and have your say as far as Bula. Yes, okay. Thank you, and welcome to the program. Those who are joining in, kahan se, if you're new, let me know which country you are from and which. Mohammed Fayaz Khan, welcome bro, welcome to this program, and judging by the numbers, yes, okay. Roshini Chan, hello, how are you? John Eloro, Bola, and welcome to this program, and Rina Chan, welcome, and hey, look, have you taken the jab? That's the question. Have you taken the jab? The jab gets you into the draw, and the draw is done by a computer. You get $50. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, and basically interactive program for people around the globe who are tuned in. Especially, can you please this song for our country? Okay, in English, play song. Can you please play this song for our country? Okay, in English, play good song. Sorry, this is, I think you are mistaken. This is not a Missy. Sorry, listening from Sydney, Bula. How are you, Missy? Russell Ting, Bula, and welcome to this program. I'd like to tell you, as the poster says in English, and also this is not a Suman Singh, wonderful. You're fully vaccinated. Great. Even if you're fully vaccinated, gets into the draw. Yeah, this is not a song playing at radio or any other station. You make me laugh with that comment over there, madam. Bobina Julie, welcome to the program. How are you? Where you are from? And let us know in this feed. Dinesh Vilas, namaste, Rovina Beta. Okay. Just to let you know, reiterating that it's in English and it is catered for people that understand English. Hindi is another day. You can you can tune in on any other days. These are for people that don't understand probably Hindi and I'd like to namaste, uncle. Okay, thank you. And it's for those people that it's a different type of bula and welcome. If you speak Fijian, you're welcome. If you speak English, you're welcome. If you speak Hindi, you're welcome, provided English is the major language. So this evening, now it's very vocal. Krishma Sharma, fully vaccinated from New Zealand. Welcome to the program. Stay tuned to give positive feedbacks, of course. Now, as some of my friends are actually in the feed here, and you are from Fiji, by the way, so do let us know. I've got a detail here. I've got some details as to what is... have my first jab, second one on this month. Okay, so Robina, you from Australia, I believe. So if you are from Australia, I'd like to tell you that Keshwan Gounder from Fiji, wonderful, welcome. Rhea, fully vaccinated, that's good, and I know Fiji is fully vaccinated. Wonderful, it's a good news that you guys are fully vaccinated. Oh, watching from Tavua. Okay, that's fine, Primarily, I'm targeting the audience of Fiji, so people in Fiji. I mean, you also have to tell me, look, is 8 o'clock too late for you? Bula Johnny. Now, you have to tell me, is 8 o'clock late for you guys or okay for you guys? I need to know because I'm bringing this Sunday program with a bit of a different taste, and trying to get some sponsors on board. I'm fully vaccinated. Okay, wonderful. Because if you win the money, I will be asking you to send me some details to grab that Fijian $50. Look, and you've taken a first one. Primarily those people that are in Australia, if you would like to, if you win, then this is primarily for people of Fiji. I'm not segregating, but if you do happen to win, I would expect you to donate this to someone in Fiji. But primarily I'll be picking someone from Fiji. Just get to know that. Now, it's a good time, nothing much to do. Okay, I was just sussing out if it's 6 o'clock Fijian is a better time, or 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. I could start from 6 or 7 or 8. So one of those three ones. 8 p.m. is a good time. Cool. That's wonderful to know. Fully vaccinated, wonderful. Look, those guys over there. If you can see my poster, I've put the poster there, and I wanted some feedback, and. As far as the bill is concerned, if you have any details, you can give it to me. Discussion, it is not going to be that someone is going to kill you. Okay, cool. This is a good time for me, Johnny. Thank you. And this program is just about education and teaching people how we can share each other's knowledge. Good time. Lovely. Wonderful. Thank you. And 8 p.m., if you've got kids, they're all in the bed. And if you got somebody else, they'll be all everywhere. So, settle down. Okay. So most of the talking will be saying by me. I haven't got a partner today to do with me, but eventually have vaccinated Roshni Chand, that's fine. As the poster says, one jab gets you into the draw. 8 p.m. is a perfect time. Thank you, Suman Singh. Wonderful. And I don't know most of you people, but do invite your family and friends to like this page. Once you like this page, whenever I go live, you'll be able to know it. So that's a good time. No, look, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, yours is mine, 6 o'clock, so it's fine for me. I can get home, have a bit of a, eat something, grab something, and, do something like that. So primarily today I'm talking about, if you got any information on the bill, what are your thoughts on the bill? And the will is something else, but the democracy in Fiji, what are your thoughts and what are your views? This is an interactive program, and basically what I will be doing is based on your comments, I'll be putting your comments up and the discussion goes to the floor. Now, apologies, I was just grabbing something to eat. Fully vaccinated. Wow, wonderful. And I'm pretty sure you guys are not having any side effects. If you did have any side effects, do share. But I don't think there's anything dramatic, because if there was anything dramatic, then there's a lot of news out in Fiji. A lot of conspiracies are in Fiji that you should get vaccinated, you should not get vaccinated, all this kind of thing. So if you're fully vaccinated, that's fine. It doesn't mean you're not gonna get coronavirus, but it just means you won't be severely sick, you won't be hospitalized. I think that's the primary concern. And I think why not get fully vaccinated and just enjoy? And the sooner, I mean, I wish someone listening to this in Fiji would say, look, hey, Param, I'm gonna give you $50 every week. Draw it. It's an incentive for somebody. I'm spending my 90 minutes over here. So if somebody, hi Subhas, welcome to the program. If somebody is actually saying, hey, look, I'm gonna throw in something like I'll give you something like a package, a food package, or something like no side effects. Lovely, okay, or a food packet, or something like a cosmetic on your face, or a $50 voucher. If you know someone like that, it's a free plug for them, and whoever wants to do it, go for it. At the moment, I've been grabbing it around from someone in Fiji. So yes, win Fijian dollars, $50. That's Fijian $50, and it's good to know that you guys are not having side effects. Now, even though you have been vaccinated, it's probably good to have you still have your mask on and everything on, and follow the precautions. And if you haven't seen the program yesterday, we did a program on COVID. And that was quite heavy as to how COVID and how it affects people. And in Fiji, that's good. And I'm just wondering, are the kids vaccinated in Fiji? Please let me know. I don't know if the kids are vaccinated fully from Savu Islands. Wow, thank you, Prakash. If just wanted to know if the kids are in Fiji vaccinated. Let me know, because I'm just wondering. In Australia, we haven't started vaccinating kids yet. But also there's different sorts of all different sorts of vaccination coming out of states at the moment. There's Moderna, there's Pfizer. Hi Babina. There's Moderna, there's Pfizer, and there's AstraZeneca. And the reason you guys are getting AstraZeneca jabs into Fiji is because I wonder what Prime Minister and all the MPs got. What sort of injection did they get? Did they get the Pfizer or the Moderna? Kids are not educated. Okay, cool. People should stand up and get vaccinated because they cost too much. Yes. I saw the report. Pradeep Wadwa, where are you hailing from, sir? Let me know. I'm good. Where are you from? No kids under 18 years. Okay, so kids under 18 are not allowed, I believe. Okay, so kids can also spread. So amongst your family and friends, I would suggest that you do guide your kids. Kids like to play. Especially in a place like Fiji, they always like to stay outside. And so what I'd like to tell you is do educate kids and 18 years over. Okay, cool. First jab, fine. Second, got a bit fever. Yes, some people, Karishma Sharma, some people do get sick. It's based on your immunity. It's based on the medications you're on. If you are on any medication, the type of food you eat. A lot of things partakes or plays a part into your immunity, and everybody reacts differently, and it all depends what's going on into your internal system. Some react differently. We're all different. Our genetic build is all around different from everybody. So yes, the jab, one jab gets you into the draw to win $50, and I'm as I said, a lot of people are getting sick in Fiji, so that's my prime concern in Fiji. Kids are not allowed to go out, okay, so they're staying home. Get your jobs done to save and stay with families and friends. So the kids are not allowed to go out. What about playing in the grounds and things like that? Because kids could be, auntie ke ghare ya to Bablu se mile, to go and meet Bablu, and Bablu is just next door. So yes, where are they? Are they staying home? What are they doing? It'll be interesting to know, because in a country like Australia, we've got a lot of things available for kids. And kids have games, kids have certain things to do, keep themselves busy. And I believe in a country like Fiji, it's kind of difficult for them to, do things. So let me just see if I can get some details on how many. Do you guys? Moderna is best out of all. Well, they say Moderna is best, and I suppose everybody reacts differently to a different. The youngest kid who was affected by COVID was 11 months old. Okay. Now, Google up immunosuppressed if you guys are watching this program, immunosuppressed, and then you'd get to know why a person could get sick, or why are they getting sick, or why a normal person can also get sick. So it's very, very important that kids can play in the Yeah, okay. So that's how many cases that I have according to this. This gets updated every day, and this is all from today, this morning. And I don't know what your radio services are, or your communication services in Fiji are putting out as far as that is concerned. But if you could just see from there, 229,781 cases currently. Deaths 238, and I believe that's climbing. There's a high number of people recovering, but that doesn't mean that because they're recovering that they'll get better, or they won't have any trailing conditions or continued problems post COVID. So I think it's very important that now, has there been any education in Fiji? Mukesh, kids under 18 not allowed in supermarkets, which are a good thing. Okay, I think that's a good idea. True, I think it's a good idea that kids are not allowed, because once the kid starts going out, it's kind of not safe for anybody. Because look, kids are kids; they make mistakes. We all grew up, and we all make mistakes. But the kids play around, and you cannot sort of govern them if you take them to shops and stuff like that. So yes, the cases are rising. Now, I was expecting a lot of my friends to join in today in respect to okay, I've got a laptop, so I just have to zoom in because I've got so much stuff on my real estate on my streaming computer here. So I just have to go close to see what you hello, hi, welcome. Online classes happening at the moment. Okay, when the online classes are happening, I wonder if the reception is good. Any idea if the reception is good with the online classes? How do you guys handle it? Is the feed good, or can the kids understand things like that? It'll be interesting to see as to what's the feed like when these guys are watching. So classes, online classes, schools, kids are given assignments from school to do. So okay, sounds good. That's true. Okay, cool. Assignments are given to the kids in the Ministry of Education. Tertiary, thank you, Shail Singhji, for updating. Tertiary students went to online studies, and the other primary and secondary schools were on workshops, worksheets, and the secondary schools are also going to online classes. Okay. Now, Shail, I believe kids are given home study package. How are the kids adapting this thing? Is there any idea how hard copies are also given for kids? How are the kids adapting to this? As parents, you're probably staying home. Those who are housewives, or single moms, students get connected through Zoom. Okay, Zoom probably works. Students get connected via Zoom. Okay, and I think for Fiji, Zoom works much better. And those who don't know what Zoom is a meeting platform, webinar platform, where you can have a meeting kind of thing, and with your phone, a little phone, you can watch them. It's kind of good that way. And it depends on parents how they want hard copies or soft copies. Now, do you guys pay for it? When online classes, not that online classes. Okay, is there a website by Ministry of Education that that these classes are? Yeah, of course, I can understand Zoom is, and it's a new thing for children. It's a new thing for children that have never seen the Zoom, or what is Zoom. And I think once they start picking up a phone and start looking at, I'm just curious, because everybody in Fiji doesn't have a laptop, and would you be accessing that through your phone? It's kind of intriguing as to how they're studying. If they can't do online, the parents collect the worksheet from school and give it back. Okay, so they have worksheets. So the parents are the ones investigating and supervising, because those who watch Ghar Ghar Ki Kahani, the typical Indian episodes, how's that going, by the way? Because your kids are basically, your kids are home, and are you adapting to that? Well, Zoom needs internet connection. Okay. So you obviously need to go through so those who have laptop, I believe, Yes, it is something new. Okay. Uh, we don't pay for papers. We just collect assessments, return it to them, and get it set. Now, I just wonder, are there going to be any exams for them? Are there going to be any exams for people? Because one of you might have a better understanding of the other person who's in the feed, which could be another part of Fiji. So it's kind of bringing you guys all together so that education platform is happening for you guys. Look, Shail seems to be Shail seems to be up to date. She's probably got a laptop and Zoom, and bang on, Shail. You must be using Zoom already for your studies. I do confirm in the feed. No exams at the moment. So the kids are not going to have exams this year. No media exams, no final exams. Is that correct? So someone's instructing me to do something. So let's see. Thank you. Is wonderful. Let me see if you can also order groceries online. Okay, you can also order groceries online. MH and RB Patel Supermarket. Yes, I think people in Fiji are aware of it, but that's more primarily a prem for those guys that are overseas here with us in Australia. So we can actually buy. Those living overseas, if you are watching it, those living overseas, you can buy groceries and you can send it to your family and friends if you want. And if you think they can just go and pick it up. Is that correct, Rohit or Russell or Rodney? If someone pays online and you guys, our tertiary students are having online exams. Now, there is something that you would probably be missing is when you study in groups. 1 year 12 and I have an exam. Okay, only year 12. Cool. Okay. So it's going to be kind of difficult for those during these COVID moments to go and do exams. I wonder how they're going to do the exams, because would it be an open book exam? Because you can't see who's writing what next door, because in schools people used to teach no social. No. Okay, what's going? No, bro. Social distancing is paramount with the bowels. Okay. That's a wonderful information, but my only concern is education as to if you are getting your kids educated, and if you don't have a laptop, what happens if you've got paper? Who is supervising them? And if you're returning it to the masters or to the schools or to the Ministry of Education, do they give any feedback? And if they do give feedback, and how are they going to mark the exams? That's an amazing way of thinking. And look, nobody would have ever thought that Fiji today would be doing online tuitions and stuff like that. So it's kind of good in a way. It's lovely. I mean, it's good to see that people are having adapting. Johnny, they're adapting to the technology. So today is basically, I'm trying to push hard on you, is basically one jab gets you in the draw to win $50 Fijian dollars. That's it. And if anybody in Australia, I will redraw it, and those who born in Australia, I will take your name out. Unfortunately, I expect someone to I would like someone in Fiji, because primarily I'm targeting this for Fiji audience, and it's just a matter of being dedicated to your schoolwork. Nice. Okay, cool. I suppose many people it'll be difficult for them, those who are not dedicated to the schoolwork. It'll be kind of difficult. Kids are used to playing. All the kids in Fiji are being mummy. Parents in general have the other more depressing things on the mind, really. Very true. It's a mentally it'll probably, I suppose, affect people. Yes, it's parents and guardians help children with the worksheets. Okay, children with the worksheets. Teacher. Now, what happens when the parents are wanting to watch their favorite program? Like, I know my mom watches from 9 o'clock till about 11 or something. What about you ladies out there? If you've got programs that you watch and you would like to watch those programs, and what happens? How are you balancing that? Can you record those programs? Because if you can record it, then you can watch it later in the night when the kids have gone to bed. It's going to change your whole system upside down, I believe. And those who tremendously religiously follow those things, Competitions are being run for students to show how they are doing with their schoolwork. Okay, so these competitions, I believe, are in form of paper, or how are they doing it, Shail Singh? Are they doing it in form of paper? And Are they competitions are done by people through the paperwork? So interesting. Now, while I got everybody over here, you there, and I suppose my next subject I wouldn't be asking you, because Judge, I could ask you if you'd like to give and run for all children to actually have internet in the rural neighborhood. Do have it or they do not have it? I think rural, they have internet in rural areas. Russell, just reconfirm. Do they have it there, rural areas? Parents should supervise their child while doing study home package. Okay. It's a good initiative, Suman, and if you're staying home and if you're not watching the Pavitra Rishta, then I suppose you'd have to. Sorry, apologies. But these are the news are here. They do not have it. Yes, they do not have it. That's what I thought. In the rural areas, there is no internet, so those would be papers passing through the borders. Now, that, I think it will affect the kids this year, primarily if they're doing exams. And I'm just wondering how it's a video competition. Okay, you mean it's like a TikTok, yeah? TikTok competition. They have to make it in. Do they load it somewhere? Where do they send the video competition? Because it's kind of good if I know all this thing, I can express it to people. To those students who don't have access to internet in rural or other parts of Fiji. Okay. The connection must probably be really bad. Now, while I got you guys over there, look, you're all young. Seems like a young crowd over there, which is good. And there's a mixture of age group I can see from the forum. Those who I only know, those who I don't know, I don't know. But I'm just guessing by the look of it, by the way you're commenting. In rural areas, but connection is very poor. Okay, I suppose rural areas. So we expect areas good internet, so they have to get workshop. Yeah, I would expect the kids in the rural areas to do well. You must be saying why? Because if the internet is bad, they'd be getting the piece of paper on their hand, and they would be getting supervised. And I also believe those who are in the islands, those who are in the Koro, they would probably be educated well because of strict rules. And I think it's the urban kids that is going to miss out this time, because the kids in the rural area would be isolated because they're used to so many things in a certain way. So and I think it's the urban kids that's going to be taking a big blow on this, I think. Do you guys agree with me? Parents supervise the kids. Some parts of Fiji connection poor. But every time I go to Fiji, the connection is always poor. So some saying Digicel is good, some saying Vodafone is good. It all depends on the your locality and on the area that you live in, I suppose, in Fiji, to see which part covers well. Okay, that's good as far as education is concerned. I think there's a healthy answer over there and a healthy input from you guys over there. And it's really good to see you guys are putting information on kids, Kids study packages are of 2 weeks, which are supposed to be returned. And okay, pick another package. Okay, all right, sounds good. It'll be interesting to see towards the end of the year. Now, do they have any? And I know in Fiji they wouldn't have any groups. Any psychological groups set up there, because in overseas I'm just trying to see what's available there. Does anybody, or does the Fiji government or anybody have a hotline set up if the kids are having issues, and if they're having any social issues, for example? Are you parents experiencing any social issues in Fiji? I've been talking for a while, so let me just drink a bit of cup of tea. It's kind of cold in Sydney, so today was a nice and warm day. And I believe in Fiji it's always a wonderful weather. Indeed, very poor network connection. Okay, so going back to my question, there has been a hotline set up for almost 5 years now. What? Hotline for what? For kids? I think the number is 1325. So this is for children 5 years in advance, Krishneel. It's a good information. And I'm just wondering if anybody's there on the other end. No sugar. I don't drink any sugar. Matty, I'm sweet. Between 12 to 6 a.m. in the best time, lols. Ikonchi Katin, bro. I don't know what you're saying. So yes, there has been a hotline set up once again. There's a number 1325. This is interesting. So this is for some sort of a kids issues, if they have any psychological effect, I believe. Okay. Because the kids are the ones, the future for tomorrow. And Fiji needs a good future for kids especially. I was reading today as to decide. Now I'm going to put it to the forum, to you guys. Do you think Fiji is a third world country? Do you think that Fiji is poor? Those who are watching this feed, do you guys think Fiji is poor? And if so, do you think Fiji is a third world country classified in the world? Don't Google it, but I need your input into it. Basically, your input as to what your input is. I mean, you could be wrong. It doesn't really matter. It's always good to have an observation, and I seriously believe that if someone watches this feed, for example, watches this internet feed, and if there some families or friends or overseas or somebody clicks on Facebook and watches me talking and says, what is this guy talking about? And if I can make a difference to just one person, if I've made a difference to one person's life, and I think I've achieved my goal. That's all I'm looking for. I think the Ministry of Education information is lacking feedback. Okay, so you think because I think I do various programs here. I do political programs. I bring in ministers. I bring in, now there's a lot of people calling me, messaging me in all aspects of all topics from Fiji, primarily Fiji. And I think they're good topics. There's a youth group. There's so many things happening in Fiji. And it's just amazing. Now, Johnny has said Fiji is still developing. Now, Johnny, I don't know how old you are, sir, but tell me, how long has Fiji been developing? I know it's developing, but it's developing very slowly. It's a good answer to you from your side, I think. But what else? What do you guys think? What do others think? Do you think that Fiji is very poor? Okay, there you go. Someone said Fiji is very poor. And do you think Fiji should be classified as a third world country? And if so poor, why would you say it's poor? There has to be some sort of an issue that it's not on in the social platform, because the more the merrier. That Fiji is not poor. Okay, see, there's another answer. Fiji is not poor, but some people really need help who are without work for months. Okay, so Priya thinks that Fiji is not poor. Okay, all right. And Shail, Fiji is not poor. It's just on the stage of developing. Okay, I like positive thoughts, and I like people taking positive thoughts. And on this forum, we can take a positive thought and a negative thought, and rip it apart. And the media is not binding platform right now, and Fiji keeps them occupied. I know, I can see, and I think with everybody having a social media platform, within the rules and regulations, I suppose you can reach out to so many people in the globe, and some parents are not supporting the kids. There are probably a number of that some parents cannot support the kids. But going back to my second question, that was, is Fiji a poor country? And if so, do you think it's a poor country or it's a third world country? Because Fiji's okay, but still a developing country. Okay. It's kind of nice to see by the judge of your answers that you guys think Fiji is a good place, but still developing. Now, I'll take a few more of those answers, and Fiji is not a poor country. Okay. Yeah, I had a bit of a dilemma when I was actually researching, Louisa, that is Fiji a poor country, and then I was looking at it and said, is Fiji a third world country? People who support each other and support in development. Fiji is poor according to the opposition's group, as they claim. Fiji is under so much debt for a small country. Okay, that's debatable, I suppose, Johnny. There's debatable. There's facts and figures out there, and facts and figures as far as the budgets are concerned. I've seen the budget, and I was gonna do more on that, but some other time I'll be breaking the budget fully down. Bhai, Fiji will develop more in future if all of us forget that culture. Forget what culture and race we are, and unite together and help Fiji to progress. Yes, a very good answer there, Prem. Fiji will develop, yes. I think what could be okay, let's see, what is the problem in Fiji then? I mean, if 5 people or 10 people, how many people you're watching this video, if you can make noises, okay? You don't have to go and march on the street to make noises. It's a forum. It's a forum for you to express your views, and expressing your views doesn't get you any punishment because you're expressing your views. And I think it's very important that if you get a platform where you can express your views, and I surely think that you should express your views because someone will pick up your views and work on it some way or the other. Some education company or some other country developing people. I have some people overseas, they are not getting in touch with me and like asking a few questions about Fiji, and how they can help, in which sense they can help. There has been a lot of corruption as well in sense of funds being getting to there, but that's I can't say much about it because I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know what happens. Yeah, I heard there's a group there. It's called Friends something, and when you're doing things like this in Fiji. When you're doing platforms like this, you get a mixed story. Okay, the child was saying eliminate discrimination. Now, Sailji, how can we eliminate discrimination? How can we? What do you think people should be doing in eliminating discrimination? Why is there discrimination? Is it because of a certain reason, or is it because of education, or is it because of money, or people don't work as a team? Okay, people don't work as a team. Now, people don't work as a team. I think there's ground forces, and then there's a top forces, and then there's the middle forces. Okay, the middle ones are not concerned about it, and they have got a lovely job, and they have a bad day, they have a good day, and they just rub the shoulders and enjoy the life, okay? And they just go. They have a good day from the top, they have a bad day from the bottom, ground people. So they're in the middle. Then you've got the top people that are hush-hush, top people that have everything, they'll be first in the line to get the jab. They'll be first in the line to get a lot of, a lot of things, and the guys on the ground force who are working very hard, it's probably the ones who are going to be missing out on a lot of things because they have to keep on looking on 2 levels. On top of them, they've got the medium level, and on top of them, they've got the high level. So for them to reach that level, it's gonna be difficult. So there's a ground level, there's a medium level, and there's a high level. And I think these levels should be all somehow demolished. This segregation should totally be demolished. And let me see what the comments are coming here. People in Fiji doesn't work as a team. Need to be more educated. You think people need more education? Thank you for that input. Fiji never worked in harmony from a long time ago. Lots of divisions. Now, when you say Fiji never worked in harmony, Fiji as a country or as a people you're talking about, Romy? Because it's kind of very important. People probably here are judged on race and cultures. So you would say that people are still very narrow-minded in sense if they are judging, what race or what culture you are. You're a Hindu, you're a Muslim, you're a Sikh, you're Sai. And I'm pretty sure when they go and get the blood donated, the basics are when you go to the hospital, when you get your bloods donated, you don't know where it's coming from. So that thing, I think it's very hard to put it into people's mind. Well, an issue is the new bill that is good in terms of further development for the country, for those who have leased the land will no longer be manipulated for monetary stimulus when it is already being paid to the proper institutions. I kind of had a look at the bill, and I can understand both sides of the argument. I can hear the government's argument, and I can hear the ITOKI. They are concerned, so I can hear their argument as well. But I would not like to, give my view on it, because they both have pluses and minuses. So when something has both pluses and minuses, then it's kind of what? It's neutral. So I'm not playing politics here by saying being neutral. I've already started investigating, and I've already been starting to do my research on basically the Aitokai land. When you go back in 1874, whatever the time was, when Fiji was ceded to Britain, there's a lot of history bounded to it. And I think a certain population of Fiji that is not aware. They're not aware of as to how the Aitokai functions or how the government functions at the moment, because they are not bothered. I think it's about time. When someone said about education, this is what they need to be educated on. Little simple things. When a law gets passed, why did it get passed? I think you should all be concerned about it, and at the same time you should all be researching about it, because it's your country and it's eventually going to affect you. So if there's a program, for example, on television, and there's a new program, you'd be glued into watching the program. But on the same token, when you're watching that program, you need to know why or how the program is affecting you. Like, for example, me, I'm putting this program out there. How is it affecting you? There should be things like that you should be looking into. And because this program is attractive to you, you are glued into it at the moment, glued into me, and we are sharing thoughts and views together. But it's wonderful, and I think it's very good for education, and it's slowly the education spreads. But mostly those, let me see this comment here, mostly of those working government supporting each other mainly. Okay, now, okay, when you say yeah, exactly, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, hello, yes, okay. Positiveness is undermined for those uneducated, mainly in those times. Okay, only in these times. Okay. Look, if a country needs a farmer, a country is dependent on a farmer. But a country like Fiji, I think many people wouldn't know. I think many of you probably wouldn't have gone through the budget. I think because it came on television and it was broadcasted on social media, and I think you people have thought, okay, hang on, all right, okay, yep. But if you look at the budget, if you understand the budget, you break it down, you understand what's going on in the budget, try to understand what's going on in the budget, then you would probably know before advocating to your friends and families that, hey, I say, hey, oh, well, it's like this, it's like that. Did you know this or did you know that? And myself learned something since I've started this research. Fiji is a developing country, and there has been a lot of advancements in science and technology. Maybe because Fiji is a third world country. Well, I put there because I was trying to get an answer: is Fiji poor or actually a third world country? They're cementing sorry, it's gone out of there. They are disseminating this information to create confusion. Let's look at our sports. We showed inconsistency. I think we're only known for those things, aren't we? We're known for sports and things like that. So, the budget is a bit good. So, Johnny, you agree with the budget? Johnny must have read the budget. Johnny must have looked at the budget and said, hey, hang on, okay, they've got something going. So it's interesting that you guys do put an effort into the budget. We don't see gun riots in Fiji. Riots, you don't see. Of course, you don't see things like that. Lives of people are not at risk. Cool. People are not free to people are free to choose. Yes. There's no description on gender. Women have a say. Okay. So it is slowly developing into those things. But my concern is coming slowly into the next or the third or the latter part of this argument, and or a proposition or a solution or a recommendation or any other words I could think about bringing it up. So do you guys think that is Fiji a democratic country? And we all know the history of Fiji. Okay, so Shail, it'll be interesting to see, you've seen a budget. Okay, cool. So you must have read the budget. So you must have gone through the budget. Interesting. Most people in Fiji are easy swayed, but yes, very true, Louisa, very true. As I said, you should not be listening. You should do your own homework. Like, Shail, I don't know how old you are, Shail. From your photo, you look pretty young, but you should do your research. And I think you should do a lot of research, or some sort of research, how it affects you, how it affects your children. Because if you're educated, grab it and look at it. If you've got internet, don't go on YouTube for a while, or don't watch a movie, don't download a movie. Use that data into a... now, Fiji is a democratic country. Yes, I think we are all well aware of that. But is there democracy in Fiji? There's an outcry from some people. There's always a certain bunch of people that will actually go through this and have an outcry. Yeah, it's the uneducated who mostly cause the harm. Exactly, and I'm pretty sure, and I think you guys are getting the gist of it as to what's going on. Fiji's destination for many people choose Fiji as their holiday, wedding and investment. Top holiday actors. Yep. It is. Fiji is a holiday destination, and you guys must have all heard that 40% of the income that the country lives in, that the country Fiji, 40% of the income, the revenue of the country. Okay, gee, you're 19 years old and you've ripped the budget apart. It's good to see young people like you, getting through that. Go girl. It's good. Proud of you, girl. So if you look at it, my train of thoughts, I got lost there. If you look at things like the budget, for example, the money, where the money is going, how much money the country is making, and 40% is tourism. And all those hotels, all those wonderful hotels, and all those people that go from overseas, they'd like to stay in Denarau. I'm going to take a snapshot. I was staying at Denarau. I was staying at whatever the big hotels in Fiji are. I don't know. I don't stay in those big hotels. It's not a show off for me. I've never been to Turtle Island. I don't know what it looks like. So I do travel around in Fiji, and mostly I go and see my friends and have a bit of a chow with them, and share a bit of a yarn and have a bit of a drink, and then that's it. But I don't go to places. Sometimes if I feel like making a documentary, I'll travel around and make some documentaries, or music for that matter. But 40% is the income for tourists, and I'm just wondering, the 40%, it's like, if you've got the finger, if you look at the finger, you've got 3 divisions in the finger. If you take away 40% of that, one finger, the country doesn't have, it literally doesn't have 5 fingers. But if you look at on that matter as a whole, if you've got a pie, and if you have a pie or even a roti, one roti, if you take 40% of that roti away, you're left with 60%. And out of those 60%, there's a certain percentage of roti is taken up by overseas, like us. We take it because our donations are coming through there. So people from overseas that are sending money to those family and friends, all those charity organizations from here. Thank you, Sadhnaji. All those charity events that happen here, they send money over there. Friends and families, or things like that. They reach out and they send. Okay, sorry. Yes. So people reach out, and so 40% of the income is taken out because there's no tourist. Even I could be classified as tourist because I'm a citizen here, but I cannot go. I wanted to go last month, but I cannot go. I'm not allowed to go because only Fiji citizens are allowed to come back to Fiji. Those who went out for medical treatment, they can only come back. There's flights happening, but you can't. I can't travel. Although I've been vaccinated, I had 2 vaccinations. I've got a little vaccination certificate, but I can't because I was vaccinated back in May. I can't travel. So that if I can't travel, then I'm part of the 40% of the tourists that can't travel. So the much of the pie is taken out. So I wonder what is Denarau is a private state that falls under the jurisdiction of Fiji. Yes. Friends and families, they do send money to their loved ones. Yes, very true. So I'm just wondering what's happening to Denarau. What's happening to the Denarau businesses, all the hotels, what's happening to them? All the big hotels in Nandi, everything must be stand still. Is a privatized asset that they're paying 1/3 of the Fijian government still. Okay, they call a Fijian own paradise. So these guys that work in these hotels, I wonder what they're doing. Those charity collections are given as rations to the people of Fiji who are in need. Okay, the Fijian budget has the long. He loves writing, Krishnil. Fijian budget has long-term goals. You need to understand the SARS-CoV virus impact to the global economy. Well, I think I wish everybody could understand, because there's a number. Now, last week my research showed there was only about 14% of Fiji fully vaccinated, guys. 14% of Fiji fully vaccinated. Can someone tell me what percent of Fiji is vaccinated today? If you can tell me, if you have you can Google it. What percent of vaccination has happened in Fiji? Is a COVID destination for vaccination. Okay, so they're actually using that for if you're sick, they isolate them over there. Okay. True. That's good. It's stuck in at the moment. Okay, yeah. So yes, my question was earlier that Fiji government is handing out $360. Yeah, I think first is Sunday, so I think it rolls on Monday. $360. So those who have a family of 10, 10 times 120 is $1,200. You'll be laughing, but that's over the age of 18. And those who average household, come on guys, average household, how many children over the age of 18, or how many people in a household? Average, give me an average in a household. How many adults are there? 2 kids, mom and dad, or grandparents? Is it 4 or 3 or 5? An average, give me an average. What do you guys think? Any idea? Yes, any idea, guys? Is it what percentage your next door neighbor would have all the plumbers are sick? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, 5, Louisa, ma'am. 5, okay. So you think there's 5. I think the Fijian community would have a larger population than the Indian, or they are balanced. Some Indians in the rural areas have a bigger family, at the age of 18 at least. So 5, you'd say parents and 3 kids, and is an average. Okay, 3 kids in average. 4, okay, Sharmalata has said 4, okay. About 5 or 6, okay, so we're coming to an average, okay. What about the urban areas? I mean, rural areas I can understand. They would probably be having 5 or 6. But urban areas like city, town, Nandi, Latoka towns, and all the town areas other than the rural areas, probably 5, okay. Probably 5. So between the 4 and 5, so you're looking at about 120 times 5. It's about $600, eh? $600 a year. That'll per month, isn't it? Yes, per month. $600 a month. Okay. So that should put the food on the table. But that means you also have to get vaccinated. I think you have to. Now, does that mean? Yes, you have to get one vaccination, one dose before you get that money. So there you go. Johnny asked the question. Johnny, thank you, Suman. Thank you for saying that. I thought of a name and I thought it must be real. Let's put it out real. Let's not grabbing anybody by the throat. We are just educating our thought process, that someone listens to it. Someone needs to listen to the people out there. The politicians don't listen because they've got their world of their own. Okay, the big shots don't listen. They have a certain one-track mind. They have a colony of things that they follow, and then they are within the colony. But when you think, I always say, think out of the box. Think out of the box as to what's happening. And it's very important to think what's out of the box. So once you think out of the box, I love thinking out of the box, and it's a good challenge for me. So it's very important So going back to the question Johnny asked, is Fiji. So basically what happens is, if you're at the age of 18 and if you have received, just like me, one jab gets you in a draw today. So if I put you in a draw today and I say, hey, come on, you won it, and you have to be fair and say, look, I didn't have my jab. Okay, at least one jab, because I'll be asking for some proof. That's what the sponsor has actually asked me, Fijian dollars. I'll be processing it for you. My paisa, probably it'll come to you, my paisa, and it's very important. So yes, going back to that, Johnny answering a question was that the money will come to those who have actually had one shot and are registered. So they would be registered somehow. Thank you, Shal, and then do come back every now and then that you see this talk, because it's very important. Need a black passport. Okay. So yes, guys, it's very important that you now. I've got a little bit of time left over, and I thought I've asked the question before, and I think not many touched on that, and that's is Fiji a democratic country? We've asked and we've discussed and we shared our thoughts that yes, Fiji is a developing country, but on the same token, is Fiji a really democratic country? Both the jabs is the same thing as having one jab. It doesn't put you in another box, Sharma ji, Lata ji. It just means that, come on, sponsor has given me 50 Fijian dollars to spend on you guys. You don't want me to spend it on you? I can't give $100 because, hey, it's a program. Everything costs money. So the sponsor has been so generous in giving me $50 in Fiji. And I don't know. And I can't keep on, asking the sponsor to give me money. So it's very important. Double jabs, you're in not in double trouble, but you are protecting yourself by, it's an encouragement for you. So is Fiji a democratic country? Come on. Okay, so Johnny thinks no, it's not a democratic country. Okay. Let me just ask you a last question, guys, on the forum. And that question is, how many islands? I don't know. Okay, how many islands you guys would know roughly? Forget the main island. How many islands are there that actually vote? Okay, the islands do vote. And how many islands out of the 330 islands, something like that, Fiji has? Someone can Google it, I suppose. I can Google it, but I can't remember how many islands Fiji has. So it's about 330 islands Fiji has, guys. Out of the 300 islands, how many? Unless someone's faster than me. Someone's faster than me. So if someone beat me, okay, there you go. Priya has beat me. 3 out of the 322 islands. Okay, here's a question. It's a food for thought. It's a real talk. Out of the 322 islands, can someone tell me how many islands are located outside the main island, where the ministers don't go, where people vote as well? 380. So Russell, you think there's 80 islands out of the 322 islands? Like Bua, for example, and all the islands where I don't know what the name of the islands are, but there are so many of it. So you ring. Are you sure it's 80? Could there be a higher number than 80? Okay, let's see. 80 actually vote because they are occupied. Okay, so what are the other islands occupied with? So 80 are voting. Okay, so these are all island people. So those 80 islands out of 320. Come on, Shail, can you do a maths for me, please? Shail, where is she? Is she there in the forum? Shail, if you're listening, can you do what percentage is 80 islands out of 322? Come on, small one. What percentage is 80? I mean, I'm just getting to a point here, so I just wanted to express that something came into my mind when I was researching a little bit today. Resorts. Okay, resorts. Those are resorts. But those people that live in the resorts, they would also be voting. Russell, bro. Most islands in Fiji are unoccupied by Fiji. Okay, at the moment, but the habitat, where the people are living, so where actually the people would be voting, so you reckon about 80. So let's take a number 80 roughly. So who's going to do a maths for me? Okay, what percentage? Okay, Priya said, Priya, it's not 257%, is it? Exactly my point. Okay, what percentage is 80 of 322? And I'll have to reach over there and do it. So can someone do the maths for me? Okay, come on, let's see who's gonna beat me this time. I'm multitasking with you guys. 24%. Let me confirm that. So there's okay. It's 25% correct, because Krishnil, yes, it's 24.8, madam. Decimal point. Come on. Mathematics. Louisa, you've left that 0.8, and that's close to 25%. So my question to you is to take home today is Shal's 100% correct. Thank you, Shal. My question to you to take home today is, if 25% of people are on the island and the votes come by boat, okay, how does one police this? Is a question, is a food for thought. It's 25%. Okay, you guys probably wouldn't have thought about this one, or if you did, thumbs up if you did, or just say yes, I did, just for the argument's sake. If you want to say yes, Param, I did. But 25% of people that are voting, okay, 25% of people of the country are voting out of the 100%. 25%, okay. 25%, it's a big number of the pie. If you don't think so, it's a big number. It's a big number out of the pie. It's taken out of the pie. So, guys, it's a big number. Think about it. The reason I'm asking you is, if the votes are any party in force, okay, any party in force, democratic ruling. My question is, I will investigate. I would research that. Further into it, it's good to research and see where the information is coming from. But my question is, who would be policing those 25% of the ballot boxes in any election? It's unanimous. 25% islands have people which vote. Many islands, Fiji, are inanimate. That's fine. I understand 25% of the islands has. I'm talking about the 25%. 25% of islands has people which vote. Most islands in Fiji, yes. Okay, so 25% is a big number out of the 100% as a whole, as a pie. I'm talking about Krishnil. So, who would be policing this? Who would be policing this? Any questions, guys? Do you think it has been monitored really well, or do you think that's the main question? Param, transparency. That's exactly what I'm coming to. I'm not saying a person is or government for that matter. I'm not condoning anybody, but it's just a question that came into my mind. It's a thought process that, hey, who is policing this? Because in democratic ruling, there has to be transparency. And I think if there is transparency, then of course, I'm just about to gather the information on you guys, so I can plug it in there. And oopsie doopsie. So yes, the question is, guys, how does one So that's a food for thought for you guys. Take home question to you guys, that how does one police? How does one? Oh, I posted the wrong one. Where is it gone? Sorry, I'm just grabbing all your comments. So I'm over there. Okay. Apologies. Fire those questions, answers as you may, and I'll come back to that once I've actually grabbed all your comments for the draw. I'm actually multitasking. Okay, now I've actually stopped. Okay, guys, I've taken everybody's comments into consideration. Now let's go back to this before I wrap up. Now let's see, where did I miss the government transparency? Okay, the government, Johnny. Okay, cool. Government. Okay, government. Anyone over the age of 18 has the right to vote in Fiji. Majority of the population with 11. Okay, that's a known fact. I understand that it is monitored. Yes, it's monitored well. Okay, Suman. Someone has said it's monitored well. Okay, that's good. The elections office work with that, I believe. Okay, elections voting is not monitored. Bro, I have worked in the last election. Bingo. I always like to pull out one out of the box. And I always like to think out of the box. There's someone who's actually thought out of the box. And that is Mr. Rohit Ram. Elections voting is not monitored. So, if the vote boxes are transferred in the night time, okay, Suman's saying it's monitored by election officers, supervisors, and don't you think it'll be nice if they have asked for a country like Australia and New Zealand for some help? It'll be nice, during especially elections, for it to be transparent. They would say, look, let's get some help, Yes, of course, the birth certificate is a major concern. Your wife didn't vote, okay. So, truth depends on transparency. I have worked in elections office. Now, which year are you talking about, Suman, that you worked in the elections office? So, now my question to you is based on that. Is something that came to my mind is recently a political party personnel has resigned. Or has he not resigned, or has he been asked to stand down? What's his name? Was it Nico? Nico something? Krishnil would be able to tell me that. I think it was Nico something. He's from the Sodelpa party. And I thought he was asked to because there was something wrong with his name. So, volunteers working. Yeah, volunteers working. They're busy with the grog, I reckon, with the police, and there has been independent observers from abroad. Now, the independent observers are not actually out there. Yes, Nico Nawaikula. Yes, Nico Nawaikula. Now, he had some issues with his name, apparently. But he's in the parliament now. How did he get through the parliament if his name was wrong, or if it's just misspelled, or possibly just one name wrong? I don't know what the context of that was, but I'm just asking a question. I don't know. I'll have to do my research on that. Different name on BC, and okay. I don't think it should be a big issue, should it? Because he's a lawyer. He was practicing law for 30 years. How many documents he would have signed? Come on. How many documents, how many marriage certificates, how many certificates he would have done? And there arises a question on the legitimacy of the elections office. I'm asking this question loud and clear because I will do my research on it. But coming to see that this is happening, as to why. So it's a real talk question, and it's a real answer for you guys, a real question for you guys to go home and think about it. Not just Indians, not just Fijians or Rotumans or any half caste or any caste system that we have in Fiji. It's something for you guys to think about when you're voting next time. Which party you're voting for. I don't have a plan. I don't vote for any party. I cannot vote, and I do not encourage anybody to listen to me because, hey, come on, everybody's their own identity. We attend a couple of workshops for elections. Okay. But I believe in transparency, and I am one of those persons that always look for loopholes where there is no transparencies, because I always think out of the box. And it's not a matter of pointing out to any government. I'll tell you a little bit of my experience very quickly. In 2014, when Frank Bainimarama came to Australia, I was part of the audiovisual team. I was recording, I was documenting everything. I was documenting his interviews, his functions, the interviews I questioned him as well. So all the interviews I questioned, it's recorded on tape in 2014, and when he went back he won the election, and I knew he was going to win the election. Till then, till today, I have not released the tape. The tape is with me. All the interviews are intact. It's got me there interviewing him as well. So his guards were there. So I left it to that, and I thought, okay, he's a prime minister. He's going to do the job, and it's not my job to question him, because it's not my importance, because I don't live in that country and I don't vote for that country. But recently, due to COVID and due to an outcry that I see out of a country, I thought, let's do a bit of research. Let's make people aware of it, and let's bring everybody to the forum. Let's bring the main party, the opposition party, or the new party, the upcoming party, the complaining party. If everybody's got grudge against someone, it's something that I thought, okay, let's put it out for a real talk. For people to understand and just be fair and square, whoever it is. At the end of the day, we're all human beings and we all make mistakes. That's what I'm trying to say. Louisa may blame Bill 17. Now, I was looking at Bill 17. There's pros and cons for Bill 17, and I believe it has been passed in the Parliament, and obviously it's going to be endorsed. And I think just like any news that spreads, a bad stink spreads and then it demolishes. So I think Fiji is going to do that the same way. People are going to make noises, people are going to talk, people are going to educate, people are trying to advocate, but please teach people the right things. Tell them the right news, tell them the right things that's available, so you guys can grow, and any individual can grow together. Misleading information, it's really bad. It's good to investigate, and it's good to bring out points. It's kind of fun, Okay, let's thank you for that. Anybody has got anything to say before it should not be a big issue. Okay, let me just put this. But the government is put him down because they are afraid of him, because he's government has put him down. Hypothetically, you could say that if you're holding a nose this way, as the Indians say, it's the same thing. You're holding a nose. One is easier, the other one's harder. So Johnny, I understand your point of view, and I think I always believe in facts, and I believe in justice, and I always say that there is no bigger justice than the injustice. So if he's correct, he'll be back, and it's just like a soccer player is injured, he'll be back with his team. So I wish him good luck. I don't know Nico. I've never known him. I've never followed him. But I've just read a little bit about it, and I thought, okay, some questions. I said, okay, let's think out of the box. So before I sign off, anything else, you guys do the right thing at the right time. And I think it's very important. I think that's why I try to advocate this program in English, so that there's a mixture of people out there, the Fijians, Indians, Rotumans, Tongans, whoever wants to come and share the moment over here, not just Indians, because it's a Fiji Indian TV, it's irrespective. And it's just a name that I started many years ago, and I thought I could just hang on to it. And the page was sitting there, and I thought, let's make a use of it during COVID. So that's what I've been doing, And that should itself not contradict, the name should not contradict as to what programs. And I think if you go back into the timeline underneath here, and you'll see the types of programs that I've been bringing. And what I would like to request to you guys is share it amongst your family and friends. And over here you'll see unity, and over here you'll see transparency, and trying to bring everything on Sunday and to talk here. Sit with you guys and talk. It's a lot of effort. Well, bro, the budget's sanctioned, has no say at the moment. Okay. Does not have anything for artists. You should look through, cuz. Yeah, apparently art and all those section. There's nothing much for artistic people out there. But to make money on your own accord, I would reckon, make your money on your own accord. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll give you 2 minutes to say thank you. Stop the comments, thank you, and I will be going towards the draw. And there's so many comments that have come through. Once again, I think a majority of you guys are from Fiji. And okay, let's stop the comments there. Pretty is the last one. Let's stop the comments so I can take the comments across. Thank you for joining into the program. Let's draw, and I'm sure I'm going to arrange this Whoever wins it, everybody, good luck. Cross your hands. This is drawn by a computer, and I'll show you how it's drawn. And I've got another program tomorrow, which is on Monday. Every Monday, Chit Chat Masala. We are also drawing $50. And then there's another personnel with me on that program as well. So do join in on Chit Chat Masala, which is on every Mondays. And you also, it's the same situation where you get to win $50. So let me get into the draw section of that, ladies and gentlemen. And on the screen, thank you for amazing discussion. Thank you, Shal. It's good to have some young personalities in the forum, and for your feedback. Okay, let's stop the comments because I need to get the comments through. Okay, once I say that's it, stop, because it takes about a few seconds before it gets compiled. So let me speak. No comments. That's it. You've done all your typing, and I will bring that in the screen. Once again, you can see my mouse here. That's a mouse. And the mouse is, I'm going to press, and the comments are going to come through over there. And okay, come on, Robina. Thank you. I leave that after. Let's draw the good. Thank you. All the thank you comments for the end. Let's leave that to the end. And let's leave that to the end. Okay, let's leave that to the end. Okay, here we go. I'm going to draw it, and I'm just going to press, there's 365 comments, ladies and gentlemen, and let's draw it. Gee, that's my sound effects. I've got my sound effects ready. Oops, not yet. Not yet. Hey, shush. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Start the wheel. Down. Now this guy's not from Fiji. Okay, I know that for sure because he's typed in the feed that he's from, I think it's from South Africa or somewhere. He said he's not from Fiji. So out of the 365 names, I'm just gonna pick another winner that I think is in Fiji. Who is PP? Priya P. Prasad. Where are you? So Priya P. Prasad is in the show. If you're in the show, and I'm sure you're glued on to watching this, are you in the show? I've left the script open. So let's give a couple of minutes before we wind down the program. So Priya P. Prasad. Does anybody know if she's here or if she's gone? She has won my paisa, Fijian dollars, and that's $50. Yes, Priya P. Prasad is here. Congratulations to Priya P. Prasad. Priya P. Oh, okay, it's you. All right, okay. 259% Wali. I'm just gonna thank you for that, Priya, and send me a message on my messenger, and I'll organize that Fijian $50. So that's Priya Prasad, ladies and gentlemen. Those who don't know, that's their Priya P. Prasad, and she's won $50 according to the computer. And it's, let me see. Shall we? Let's see. Shall we see? She's okay. Shall we see who would have been the next one? Would you like to know if you were the next one in the line? Come on, thumbs up. This is not a winner. This is shall we see? Let's drop the best feature. Shall we see who is the next winner here? Priya P. Prasad has won for now. Let's see. Okay, tomorrow is another $50 draw on Chit Chat Masala. Don't forget to join us. There's a special code over there that you'll have to type during the feed. That's for tomorrow. But let's see, hypothetically, anybody agreeing that I should just, okay, let's see who would have been the next one. Yes? Okay, Johnny, come on. Here we go. Go for it. Okay. Pick another winner. Let's see who would have been the lucky one. Hey! Krishnil, it's you, the last one that said yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a lucky person. Okay, for argument's sake, let's drop another one. Okay, let's see. Okay, Russell, Rohit, let's see. Let's see where do you stand in the chance over there, buddy. And this time it's Priyanti Sami. Okay, it was some Parvati Sami. I just don't know how this computer picks it up. Is it true? I haven't actually taken out a double comments, but nevertheless. Yes, it has been wonderful, ladies and gentlemen, and $50. We'll be back on next Sunday for another wonderful program. And you guys have said that it's wonderful, and you guys have said that the time. I will look for you, Johnny. Okay, come in tomorrow's program, Johnny. You were there last week for the draw. You never know. Keep trying. And I don't like picking up names because it's kind of fiddly and it's time consuming. So. The computer picks from all your comments, and it's about 360 something comments that came through. 365 comments. It filters out some of this, but check me on my name comes out, Robina Julie. Oh goodness, you'd be wanting to know if your name comes out. I can always press a few. Do you want to see if I press a few? Let me see. Okay, let's pick another winner. Not another winner, but let's see whose name is coming out. Okay, it's weird. It's all the in. Okay, and I don't think she's in the feed, so she's gone. So. Okay, that was somebody else. Okay, oh come on, he's been lucky. I don't know if it picks up with so many comments that if somebody is actually typing in, or is it the length of the comments, or how is it working out? Interesting. Okay, it's picking up different names. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in, and Bula Vinaka, and stay safe and look after yourself until I catch up again. Yes, you gotta be in it to win it. And thank you for joining in. Join me tomorrow, and please do ask your friends to like this page so that you get the notifications when I go live. And a new machine for Russell. Ding, 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 ding. Take care and all the best. And I will be joining in tomorrow. Join. And that's a bit of a reggae feel. That's a bit of a music feel for everybody. Kind of Fiji feel, It gives you a thank you, Robina. Enjoyed your show, and always try to do something different for you guys. Thank you. Yeah, Rohit, send me some reggae numbers, please. Legal ones, okay, and not copied ones, because these are copyright free. Obviously it's subscribed. That we can only play. This is special ones. Vinaka.